Anime is one of the world's greatest art forms. Now, if you thought anime was amazing, then you probably already know what we're about to discuss. But to those of you who don't know, there is a form of anime that is supposed to be consumed by only adults, but actually a lot of preteens and teenagers are consuming it too. So, yes, today I'm going to be doing what my progenitor would have wanted. I'm going to be pleasing the gods. We're going to be reviewing a hentai site. Now, before we get into this, I would just like to say, this is like Wikipedia or some shit. Whoever set up the site that we will be reviewing today, they are on a whole different level. They decided to make it very personal. You know, like, I guess they think they're a comedian or something, so let's just... It starts off pretty weak. You get BDSM, slave masters, and hardcore bondage, not for the faint-hearted. That's actually a very true statement right there. If you are a squirmish or squeamy type of person, don't watch none of that. Big boobs, the greatest creation known to mankind. That's kind of self-explanatory, but next is a little bit of personality. They sprinkled some personality in here. One blowjob, when a girl uses her ultimate on the dick. You see, whoever edited that part or wrote the little closed caption, they are a gamer or something of the sort. This was the first little indicator that this site was going to have a little bit of personality, at least for me. Now, I'm not really sure why BDSM and bondage have two different parts, but using ropes and chains for different purposes. Then you get boob job, dick service with tits. But once again, the last part, that's what really gets you. Censored. The parts you came to see are pixelated, cucked by Japan. Once I read that one, I knew I was gonna get myself into a doozy, and I would have to explore every single category just to read the caption under. This next one's pretty funny. So cream pie is reverse birth control when a guy comes inside. Whoops. I don't know why that was so funny to me. I mean, now that I've read it for like the 7th time, it's not funny at all. But the first time when I saw it, it gave me a good hoot and holler. Now, after the recent controversy on Twitch, this heading and caption for filmed Twitch horror section is just too... After the recent Gideon, I had to say it like moist critical, controversy that was very well established. I can accept such a jest. Now the next one is pretty strange. If you actually have a foot fetish, I kind of feel sorry for you. There's parts of foot fetishes that are cool, but most of the time it's just weird. So yeah, like a hand job, but worse, a foot job. Okay, inflation. The bigger her stomach, the more you're turned on. I've never understood inflation hentai. It's so strange. You guys are fucking weirdos. Lactation. This one's hilarious. Free protein shake during sex. Ha, that should be the same thing for like facial or blowjob. Free protein shake during sex. I mean, I get it. It's milk, so it's funnier to say it for lactation, but I bet them babies got some protein in them, you know what I mean? All of you lolicons out there, I have no respect for you. You should off yourselves. Plot. When you just wanted to nut, but it gave you a Netflix movie instead. I was just reading at like a 2nd grade reading level like Myron from Fresh and Fit for it. Yeah, if you watch hentai for the plot and it's not like... it's plot driven, but it's not plot, then it's respectable. But if you're just watching plot, then you might as well just go watch a ecchi or a harem, you fucking blue-balled winker. Only people that are sick in the head cuck themselves. POV, you're the main character, good luck. And then you have pregnant. the scary version of inflation. This was probably like one of the best trinities, like all three headings, all three themes, categories had a pretty funny caption under them. Do you guys remember when POV prawn became a thing? I do. It was like the most trippy shit in the world. It was like VR, you look one way, then you look the other direction. So strange. If you have made it this far in the video, please leave a like and subscribe or comment. Also, check out some of my other content. It's not bad. I mean, actually, I can't say that. Softcore, the kind of hentai that God approves. So this would be like your Ishizuku reviewers and your redo of Healer. You know, not really hentai, just kind of ecchi harem. A little bit further, yeah, you know what softcore is. Swimsuit, another form of fan service. Beach episodes. We all know that we love it when the anime whips out the swimsuits. Unless it's like Pokemon, and then you don't really want them to whip out the swimsuits. The last one is a bit controversial, but to avoid this becoming a dunking on feminist video or a bitch you're batshit video, you know, I have a couple of those where I just talk about how feminism is ruining. I'm just kidding, not that specifically, but you know, if a male teacher keeps a kid after school and they have sex and the female wanted it, you're gonna say, oh, that this male teacher is a pervert, he's a creep, he's a predator. But if it happens for vice versa, then they never really look at the female teacher the same way that they would look at a male doing that with the female. Even if the party receiving or the receiving in the child, even if they were willing and consenting, you're still not going to get the same stigma. So is it really a victimless crime? At least leave a like, you know. You don't have to subscribe, but you could at least leave a like. Listen, you don't know how hard it is for an up-and-coming YouTuber in today's day and age. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. That's by far the funniest caption. On Uncensored, like, come on, tell me that shit did not have you rolling whenever you saw that, if you've ever been on the same site. Or just now, like, fucking, whoever wrote these captions, it's probably Dave Chappelle. Actually, that nigga is not that funny. There has to be someone unbeknownst to man. I think I'd like to believe that hentai is a gift from an alien race. An alien race that God created after realizing humans were so incomplete. And God stayed with this alien race. He did not abandon them the way that he abandoned us earthlings. The unworthy Homo sapien. Vanilla, traditional, wholesome, feel-good, family-friendly prawn. The last part, virgin, and then it says this site was created primarily to serve this demographic. How many of you watching the video right now are virgins who aren't afraid to admit it? Honestly, in this world, you might just want to die a virgin, you know? With the way that females are and the way that males are, I wouldn't blame a single one of you viewers if you did not want to interact with another person. Just like a tsundere, you being turned off by merely looking at someone is actually a rational response nowadays. Okay, no need to put stickers on this one because the yaoi is actually a dude, so you can show dude nipples and get away with it. Yaoi, when a dude fucks another dude, miss me with that gay shit, that says enough. Honestly, I didn't even know gay people liked hentai. I thought hentai was for heterosexual. And then you got your girl on girl action. You really can't say they're fucking. Honestly, I learned on rucoy why they say that lesbians aren't having sex. It has to do with the fact that it's just cunnilingus. So if you're straight and you get cunnilingus, they don't count that as sex. I do, because you're obviously having sex. Like, if you got caught, they're gonna treat you like you're having. The end point is the same as when you're having sex. They just, humans are weird. Guys, girls, a bunch of fucking weirdos. Like, literally, how are they not having sex when that's all they can do? Like, you pin it, it's partially because of the government, like regulations on things like grape, you know, like there has to be penetration, sexual assault type shit. So I guess they're just following society's rules. But at the end of the day, you're really not, because they're obviously having fucking sex. I mean, if you walk into a room and some guy is sitting there getting top, you're not gonna stand there and just treat it like, oh, nothing's happening. This is completely normal. This is just a part of everyday life. As a matter of fact, I'm glad I stumbled in. Here, let me sit right next to you and start watching some YouTube. You seen the new PewDiePie upload today? Yeah, he went to O'Hara. He was exploring O'Hara by himself with Edgar and Maya. Oh yeah, you know, Martia was just, she was out with some of her new Japanese friends, and Felix, he struggles to make friends being such an introvert, you know. Oh, you're about to bust? Well, what is that? Stop being silly. You guys aren't having sex. You're only getting your dick sucked. That's not sex. Yeah, that's the end of this video. I already said what I'm supposed to say at the end multiple times throughout the video, but maybe I could just top it off one more time. I'm not gonna say it. Oh yeah, you guys, do you want to see a more in-depth version of this video? We could do a different site, and also, I want to do the playlist. The playlist on the sites are more personalized, and you can see what a direct individual is like based on the content that they have on their playlist and the name of the playlist. So it would be pretty cool to just scroll through the playlist instead of the categories and see how people named their playlist. Would you guys like to see how people name their hinty playlist? That'd be pretty fucking funny. I had a lot of fun recording this video, believe it or not, and it was actually very forgiving on space because I used a bunch of screenshots and I actually only had 1 2-minute video playing the whole time. So yeah, peace out guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Even if no one watches it, I enjoyed it. Peace out.